Hi there, I'm Nicole Nalani, and I want to welcome you to Tuesday's topic, where today's topic is on faith. What kind of happiness do we seek to achieve through faith? Well, I believe we're all born to live a happy, prosperous life. I personally do not know anyone that wants to be unhappy, yet I know a lot of people that are unhappy. You know, promoting unhappiness, poverty, warfare, despair, disease, homicide, suicide, sorrow, and impending doom is a very lucrative business for many vertical markets. And the media just keeps the program going. So let's all imagine for just a second, just take a nice, slow, deep breath, and imagine with me that unhappiness, poverty, warfare, despair, disease, homicide, suicide, sorrow, and impending doom were all an illusion, like a bad habit that's hard to break, right? And since habits are learned behavior and illusions aren't real, then we can unlearn these elusive habits and replace them with healthy habits, right? But how do we do this? And what's required? We're all so different. In last Tuesday's topic, I mentioned the successful career I had in corporate America and how I had victory over the temptation to file a lawsuit by developing my own essence of internal happiness. And by doing so, I realized my environment was racked with mistrust and turbulence, that the rippling effect was a direct reflection of the society that we live in today. And now that doesn't leave much hope for future generations, does it? So I took a leap of faith and I left that nice cushy job to begin a career in helping others to attain absolute happiness, security, and peace of mind through my coaching practice. Now don't get me wrong, having a good job, good health, and improving our standard of living are all very important. But that measure of happiness is relative. And I certainly achieved it. And I continued to do all I could to maintain it and survive from day to day. And it was extremely stressful. So I understand the fear that people are facing with the reality of financial hardships, unemployment, illness, cost of health care, family discord, poor food quality and food shortages, and punishing workloads. I mean, I had bags of food left on my doorstep at one point in my life because I couldn't afford to feed my own kids. And this was an experience I had to face when my marriage failed over a decade ago, and my kids and I were left practically homeless. I didn't qualify for any relief, but I'm so grateful for the family and friends that took us in. But I still had to hustle day to day to survive and take care of my two kids. It only took me about 8 months until I was able to stand on my own 2 feet and get our own place. And it was that corporate job that helped me. I was able to raise those 2 kids and put them through college because of that job. And every day and every night while we're going through that hardship, I would tell my kids, we're just walking through the desert to get to the promised land. I would tell them, keep the faith, have faith, soon enough we'll be there. And by faith, I was able to raise 2 beautiful, happy, healthy beings that are claiming victory over their own hardships as adults in today's society. We're born into this world to enjoy life. But in a world that's filled with suffering, we can't enjoy ourselves if our life force is weak. And that's why I exert myself in my coaching practice to help others bring forth their inner happiness and strengthen their life force. Because with a strong life force, you can calmly and enjoyably ascend the hilly paths of life. You know, the countless hardships and challenges you're experiencing will be transformed into something that adds joy to your life. A life dedicated to faith in this mystical law of happiness is the supreme path to a life in which we can freely enjoy ourselves. And because I learned through victory over victory on my hilly path of life that upholding faith brings true happiness. It's my dearest wish for everyone to find supreme pleasure in life. And I'd love to hear how you've attained victory in your life. Or if you'd like to learn how to enjoy life to your heart's content, go ahead and leave your comments below. I'm so happy and grateful for all of the likes and for all of the viewers who are viewing the Tuesdays topics. If you have any topics that you'd like to hear more about, you can leave that in the comments below as well. I look forward to sharing more joyful topics with you next Tuesday.